We all know the feeling. You set a goal, tell yourself you're going to achieve it, and yet when the time comes to put in the work, something always seems to stand in the way. It's almost like you're constantly battling yourself, trying to find the motivation to push forward, but it's just not enough. Sound familiar? That's the reality for most people when it comes to self-discipline. We start with the best intentions, but somewhere along the way we break our promises to ourselves. And every time we do, it hurts not just our progress, but our sense of trust in ourselves. But what if I told you that this doesn't have to be the case? What if you could stop breaking promises to yourself and instead turn that frustration into powerful momentum towards success? Let's face it, success isn't just about talent, intelligence, or luck. It's about consistency, and the backbone of consistency is self-discipline. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room to succeed. You just have to be the one who can stick with their plan when everyone else gives up. That's what self-discipline does. It turns your intentions into reality. It's the difference between the person who says, I'll start tomorrow, and the one who wakes up at 5 a.m. to get things done. It's not about willpower alone. It's about the habits you build and the systems you create that make you success in it. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. If it were, we'd be living the dream life by now, right? But it's not impossible either. And today I want to share with you 5 game-changing self-discipline hacks that will help you stop breaking promises to yourself and start building the kind of success that you can be proud of. These aren't just tips you'll hear and forget about. They're practical tools that, if applied consistently, will change the way you approach every single goal you set from this moment forward. Let's start with the first hack, making your goals so clear that failure isn't even an option. Most people fail to keep their promises because they haven't defined exactly what they're working toward. They set goals that are vague, like I want to be successful or I want to lose weight, but these goals are too ambiguous to inspire the action necessary to achieve them. When you set a goal, be specific. Don't just say I want to lose weight. Instead, say I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 2 months by exercising 3 times a week and eating healthy. The more detailed you get, the clearer your path becomes. And when your path is clear, there's less room for excuses. The second hack is creating a routine that makes self-discipline automatic. If you rely on motivation to get you to work every day, you're going to struggle. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. But habits are different. They're like autopilot for your success. When you build a routine around your goals, it removes the need for willpower. You don't have to decide every single day whether or not you're going to work out, eat healthy, or work on your business. You simply do it because it's part of your routine. And once that routine becomes ingrained in your daily life, sticking to your promises feels almost effortless. Remember, you're not aiming for motivation, you're aiming for consistency. The third hack is about making your goals public. When you share your intentions with others, something powerful happens. You create a level of accountability that forces you to follow through. Imagine telling your friends or family, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day for the next 30 days and work on my business, or I'm going to run a 5,000 by the end of this month. Now you've got a group of people who will check in on you, and they do. You'll have no choice but to show up. And when you start hitting those milestones and seeing your progress, not only will it make you feel proud, but it will also strengthen your commitment to your goals. The power of public commitment is immense, so use it to your advantage. The fourth hack is something that most people overlook: planning for obstacles. If you've ever set a goal and faced a setback, you know how quickly it can derail your progress. The difference between successful people and those who fall short is that successful people don't let setbacks define them. Instead, they plan for them. They anticipate challenges before they even happen and create strategies to overcome them. This means you don't just say, I'll work out every day this week. You say, I'll work out every day this week. But if I miss a day, I'll make it up the next day. Or I'll follow my diet plan, but if I get off track, I'll get back on the next meal. Having a backup plan for when things go wrong doesn't just protect you from failure, it helps you stay in the game when life throws you a curveball. And then there's the fifth hack, rewarding yourself for consistency, not just achievement. Many of us are conditioned to only celebrate the big wins the moment we reach a goal, close a deal, or cross the finish line. But what about the small everyday wins? The mornings when you wake up early to work on your passion? The days when you stick to your plan, and when you don't feel like it? These are the moments worth celebrating because they are what dig up to the bigger successes. If If you only reward yourself when you hit a major milestone, you'll miss out on the momentum that comes from celebrating progress. So, start acknowledging and rewarding yourself for staying consistent, for sticking to your plan, even when the results aren't immediately visible. This positive reinforcement will not only keep you motivated, but it will also build the mental resilience necessary to push through those days when it feels impossible. Now, I know this might sound like a lot to take in, but I promise you that when you apply these 5 hacks to your daily life, they'll start to work for you. This isn't about becoming perfect or never failing, it's about building a system where failure doesn't have the power to stop you. Every time you break a promise to yourself, it's like chipping away at your self-trust. But every time you follow through, even when it's hard, you're building a foundation of confidence that will carry you through even the toughest times. Self-discipline isn't a trait you're born with. It's a skill you develop. It's about making small choices every single day that add up to something bigger. And when you start showing up for yourself consistently and without excuse, you'll start to notice a shift not just in your results, but in your sense of self. You'll trust yourself more. You'll feel empowered to take on bigger challenges. And most importantly, you'll know that you have the ability to make your dreams a reality because you've stopped breaking promises to yourself. So let's stop waiting for motivation to strike. Let's stop hoping for the perfect moment. Let's stop making excuses. If you truly want to succeed, it's time to get disciplined. It's time to make your goals crystal clear, to create a routine that supports them, to hold yourself accountable, to plan for setbacks, and to celebrate your consistency along the way. The truth is, success doesn't require perfection. It requires the courage to show up day after day and the commitment to keep your promises to yourself, no matter what. Are you ready to start today? To stop breaking promises and begin building the life you've always dreamed of? Because it starts with you right now. Let's get to work. As we wrap up today, I want you to take a moment and reflect on something important. What would your life look like if you stopped breaking promises to yourself? If you stopped letting your goals slip away and instead took control of your actions with unwavering self-discipline, can you imagine the momentum you'd build, the success you'd achieve, and the confidence you'd gain? I want you to leave here today knowing that self-discipline is not some distant, abstract recipe reserved for a select few. It's a skill within your reach. And it's a skill that, once mastered, will unlock doors you never thought possible. Every single one of you has the potential to turn your dreams into reality. But it all begins with the decision to commit to your goals and stop breaking those promises you made to yourself. Now, if you're serious about making this change, about truly transforming your life and becoming the person who follows through no matter what, I want to invite you to join a community of like-minded people who are on this journey of self-discipline and success. By subscribing to this channel, you'll gain access to more tools, strategies, and motivational content that will help you stay focused to keep your promises and achieve greatness. So, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the next excuse. Make the decision right now to stop breaking promises to yourself. Subscribe to the channel and let's keep this momentum going together. Success isn't a destination, it's a journey. And the first step starts today. Let's make this happen together.